you haven't even moved it. Okay, welcome back, everybody, to the Best Listener in the Room podcast. I'm Matthew Deering. Happy to be with you today. Let's jump right into our Bible verse of the day. And here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Where did it go? I have the perfect one. Wrong browser. That's how that happens. That's how it goes. That is not it. Tyler, where'd my Bible verse go, bro?
Let me pull that up for you.
Tyler Tizzle. Tyler Tizzle. I need my Bible verse, bud. I can't start this thing without a Bible verse. Man, that's frustrating. All right, here we go. Stand by. I know which one it is anyway. Obviously, don't want to paraphrase the Bible. That would be a bad idea. Here we go. All right. Matthew 22:37, Jesus replied to them and said, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind." That was Jesus' reply when asked, what is the greatest commandment? He then followed up by saying, and after that is love your neighbor as yourself. But going back to the first thing Jesus said, he says, love your Lord with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. Jesus wants you to be all in. And that's our topic for today. Today's going to be a quick episode. I want to talk about this idea of engagement, what it means to be engaged. I want you to think about an Air Force pilot. If you've gotten to that level in flying, you're going to be very good. You've obviously got to be focused because you're going to have an expensive piece of equipment that you're flying around. But you get so good at it that it will become a part of your job, something that you do and you know how to do. But when the enemy comes, and you're told to engage with the enemy. The word engage at that moment, what comes to you? And I'm sure if you let yourself go to that place, it's a full body listening experience. And that's what it means to engage. So you could be focused, you could get rid of the distractions, but yet you could be not engaged in whatever it is that you're doing. And the best listener in the room is going to be somebody who is engaged in the activity that they're doing. It's so easy to allow ourselves to not find a way to make this choice. But if you want to live one of those next level lives, you have to make this choice. Today, just before the podcast, I ran in the other room, splashed water in my face. I was playing some music that psychs me up. There's this sound I like that goes, woo, woo, and the idea is I got to be all in. I have to be connected to you, the audience. I got to be connected to this microphone. I have to be listening and fully engaged in order to deliver. Tyler was telling me, he's like, yeah, I was realizing I got this, he plays Dungeons and Dragons. So he was like, I got this D&D thing coming up, and I realized I can't be tired for that. And I thought to myself, well, yeah, you can't. Of course not. But really, should you show up tired for anything? I don't think so. It doesn't mean you don't get tired. It just means you need to monitor your sleep probably. But when you decide to be somewhere, you should be engaged in the activity. Do I want a producer of our show that's not engaged? Of course not. I want you all in. I want you engaged, which I know he is. Even simple things, if you think about it, and you probably don't realize that when you're the one doing it, but you'll notice in other people, and because we love each other, we tend to let this go. But it could be as simple as watching a movie or being at a sporting event or conversation at dinner. And if you're not fully engaged in that, it really makes the other person that you're with feel unimportant. Makes them feel self-conscious almost. We happen to be in football season right now, and the fans that make it on the TV, they're fully engaged in the game. Like, they really care. And for better or worse, it's silly. It's football. Like, it's okay. Everything's gonna be fine. But it's fun. It adds, it heightens the experience. And so and then the problem is, if you're fully engaged, if there's somebody who's fully engaged in an activity, let's say it's even watching a movie. I am fully engaged in watching this movie. I'm in, and I'm listening. And then you ask a question that's like unrelated to the movie, or you're even talking during an important part, and I can clearly see that you're not engaged the way that I'm engaged. It makes the experience less fun for the person who is engaged. Because I'd love to talk about the movie after the movie, or if we pause it and we have some questions and we want to go through some things, but I'm trying to experience the movie all in. I've even seen this happen where someone's trying to experience a movie with someone that they think they're going to like it because they like it. So I want to share this with you, and the other person's not engaged, and it can be deflating. So here's today's lesson. Listen with your whole body. Listen with everything you have. Show up all in. And when you disengage. That's okay too. I'll leave you with this because I think this is a good piece of advice. Earlier today, Tyler was asking me a question, but I was engaged already in a different activity. Actually, this is hilarious. It's hilarious that this just came up. Do you know the activity I was engaged in? It was finding my Bible verse for the day, which ended up being a big disaster because I couldn't find it when the episode started. Maybe it has something to do with that. I don't know. I'm not blaming Tyler. I'll blame me. But I was looking for my Bible verse. So I was zoned in. He asked me a question. And you remember what I said to you, Tyler? I look at Tyler and I say, I'm not listening. And he's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, yeah, I'm looking at Bible verses. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. I think that is polite. I think it's respectful. And it's honest. It would be, in my opinion, wrong for me to go, but I'm not really engaged in what's interesting to him and what's important to him. So after I found the verse, after I knew what we were going to be for sure starting with today, then I shut the computer and I said, all right, ask me your question because I want to give you my full attention. That's what it means to engage. So be honest if you're not. But then if it's time, flip the switch. Splash water in your face. Do some jumping jacks. When you move your body, when you tell yourself up here, it's time, flip the switch, let's go. When you do that, whatever the thing is that you're doing will be better. You'll be listening. You'll be fully in that moment. You'll be engaged like a fighter pilot ready to go into battle. All right, thanks all for listening. Appreciate you very much. This is the Best Listener in the Room podcast. We'll see you tomorrow.